Good morning, Fergese, and welcome to the first of our recipes from Albania. Today we're going to do a very tasty but very simple dish which is served often as a side dish, but it can also be served as a main course with some additions. It's possibly the most iconic of all Albanian recipes, and it can be found in homes and in restaurants throughout the country, and its name is Fergese. So what do we need to make Fergese? Well, the main ingredients are onion, peppers, tomato and cheese. Okay, and then in addition I've got some Greek yogurt, a little bit of vegeta, some chili powder, just a little bit of chili powder or cayenne pepper, some sweet paprika, some garlic, and this is basil puree, but you can use fresh basil or dried basil. So that's what we need. Let's get chopping.
So all we need today is a chopping board, a knife, a wooden spoon, a saucepan and an oven dish.
So, as I say, it's a very simple dish. All I've done in preparation is I've chopped my onion, my pepper and garlic. I've chopped up my tomatoes separately. I've crumbled my cheese. Now, Albanians would use an Albanian ricotta type cheese, but some feta cheese and a little bit of Greek yogurt is a very good replacement for that. And really that's it. I'm going to take these into the kitchen. I'm going to fry off the onions and peppers and garlic for about 10 minutes gently. Then I'm going to add my tomatoes and we'll carry on from there. So after a check on the ingredients, I'll see you in the kitchen.
Our ingredients today are around 3 peppers, roughly chopped, half an onion, roughly chopped, 150 grams of tomatoes, roughly chopped, a clove of garlic, optional half teaspoon of vegeta or vegetable stock cube, 1 teaspoon of sweet or smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 100 grams of feta cheese, 30 grams of Greek yogurt, a teaspoon of basil, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, salt and pepper.
Okay, so I've got my onions and peppers and garlic. We've been frying off for about 10 minutes there in the pan. I'm now going to add my chopped tomatoes and cook them down for a couple of minutes just to burn off some of the excess water from the tomato. So the spice, as you recall, I've got some vegeta, which is optional. That's the Balkan Croatian vegetable stock mix. Some sweet paprika, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. This isn't a hot dish, so you don't want too much, but just I'll put a quarter teaspoon, depends on your taste, but just enough to give it a tiny little bit of an edge to it. So we add those into the pan, give them a good mix around, and then a little bit of our basil. As you've probably seen, I'm quite a fan of these puree tubes, especially if you're trying to get fresh herbs that you don't use very much of. These puree tubes are quite good. I've got the basil, and when I can get it, the coriander one is very useful as well for all sorts of dishes, not least a guacamole if you're doing fajitas or something. So that's cooking down nicely. Now I'm going to add my cheese and yogurt. So as I said, it should be an Albanian ricotta cheese, which is not quite as strong as feta, but if you use feta, add that in, and then a little bit of Greek yogurt as well. That takes the edge off the feta, and then we're just going to cook that down. The cheese is going to melt. Let's break down any lumps. And then in terms of other seasoning, if you're using a bit of vegeta plus the feta cheese, which is quite salty, Personally, I wouldn't add any more salt. I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper, black pepper. The yolk of egg as well. Mix that all in. And then this is now going to go into our, I like one of these terracotta dishes, very traditional for this kind of food. So that can all go into the dish. And now we have our dish, which is ready to go in the oven now for around 45 minutes on a medium oven, so that the cheese and everything melts in. And it goes just a little bit brown on top. And there we have basically the ultimate Albanian comfort food, Fergese.